Hey Jackson, curious about our water system? Join the Jackson Water Academy to get the inside scoop on our water and sewer operations. 3 sessions, 3 months, and a whole lot of hands-on know-how. You'll even get a behind-the-scenes tour of the O.B. Curtis Water Treatment Plant. So if you're ready to dive in, head to jacksonwater.com/Water Academy or give us a ring at 601-500-5200 to apply. But hurry, spots are going fast.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for WLBT Plus. My name is Kara Shirley. I am your digital news desk host, and it is Friday, finally Friday, the 7th of March, and I am joined by the new president of the Downtown Jackson Partners, correct?
That's
is
it.
Liz Brister. She is joining us today. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
So very excited to talk to her about not only her new role in the Downtown Jackson Partners, but also some of the exciting things that are going to be coming to Downtown Jackson. To introduce yourself, how long have you been here in Jackson? Have you always been here in Jackson? Tell us a little bit about you.
Sure. I'm originally from Arkansas, but
we won't hold that against you. No.
But I have spent most of my adult life in Jackson. I have been here about 35 years. And in fact, I've lived in the same house for 30 years. So in Fondren, I live in the north part of Fondren. And so I've been part of the Jackson community for a long time.
What made you decide to jump into this role of becoming the president of Downtown Jackson Partners?
Yeah, it was not something I necessarily planned to do, but I'm thrilled to be here. I've been spending the past 17 years, I worked for Entergy, started with Energy Mississippi, and then I moved into a corporate role. And loved that experience and did a lot of community work. I was in corporate social responsibility, so I got to know communities all over Mississippi and other parts of Energy service area. But I do live here in Jackson. I'm very involved in our community here, and my heart was just telling me, and my head was telling me, I want to give back and do something significant for my community. I want to be part of the opportunities that lay in front of us and helping solve some of the challenges as well. So that's how I ended up here.
So tell us, or tell those, for those who may not be familiar with Downtown Jackson Partners, what exactly it is and what you do for the city.
That's really great. It's a business improvement district. And the owners of property in downtown Jackson they have voluntarily agreed to provide tax revenue to our organization. So we're actually funded with tax dollars, but they come voluntarily from the businesses that are part of our business improvement district. And our goal at Downtown Jackson Partners is to provide a vibrant, exciting downtown that will help grow the metro area, but also help grow our state. We really believe and know from national data and statistics that population is moving to urban centers. And we need a vibrant urban center here in Jackson, in Mississippi, to help grow the population of our state.
So I know you guys have got a couple of really big things that you were working with as far as like the deposit guarantee building was just purchased. Is that correct?
That's right.
And
yeah.
then the Pinnacle building. So tell us about those projects, what's going to be happening there.
Yeah, it's really exciting anytime you have new ownership in downtown Jackson. And I was literally just weeks on the job when I learned that 2 of our large significant buildings had been sold. Yes, the Pinnacle building, which is the newest building in downtown Jackson, and it's a beautiful building, has been purchased by Kumar Bhavanasi, a company that's based in New Jersey. And he also has purchased the old Deposit Guarantee Bank building, which has not, I mean, I don't know how long it's been, but for a long time, it's been vacant. Let's say 20 years plus. And so for the first time in a long time, we've got some exciting new development coming to that building. And what he has already announced publicly is that it's going to be residential space. So they're going to convert it. And I can just imagine how beautiful these apartments are going to be. It's an architecturally, historically significant building. And he's also planning to bring a name brand hotel into part of the space. So it will be mixed use. It'll be part hotel, part residential. I'm sure he's still making all his plans, but those are certainly some of the aspirations for the building. And so we're very excited about that. And I can also say, working with him now on a regular basis, we're both working very hard to recruit some new restaurants and other amenities to downtown. And I feel like bringing life into that old Deposit Guarantee Bank building will definitely help contribute to that.
Now, I heard you say more restaurants, more amenities, amenities such as what?
Well, coffee shops, bodegas, a place where you can get a prescription. Of course, we want drugstores, grocery stores. We want all of those amenities that make downtown not just a place to work, but a place to live. And when we look at other downtown revitalization efforts around the country, and when you see a downtown come back to life. And we can think of some around here that aren't too far away, maybe Birmingham or someplace like that. It's the mixture of residential and business that really starts to make the city, come to life and have a new vibe, a very vibrant environment.
Right.
So that's what we're looking to do is we want to retain the business community that we have now. That's very important to us. And Downtown Jackson Partners will be working to make sure that we do retain the businesses. We want to attract new business to downtown. It is the largest commercial district in the state. So we want to keep that business feel going, but we're going to bring it back with residential. We're very excited about these residential projects.
How does your organization, how do they work with the city government or the county government, whichever one it is, in order to get these new things into the city?
Yeah, it does take a collaboration. And I was able to speak a couple of weeks ago at the Jackson Redevelopment Authority's State of the Authority. And the theme was collaboration, that how if we all work together, we'll obviously be able to get more done when you pool your resources and your talent. So we will be working with Visit Jackson, which is the tourism arm of the area, Jackson Redevelopment Authority, which they've announce some exciting things. I don't know if our listeners here have followed what's happening with Union Station, but there are big plans for the revitalization of Union Station. And JRA is moving their offices in there. They may have been moving today, but it's happening soon.
Yeah.
So those two organizations we're going to work closely with. And of course, the Greater Jackson Chamber Partnership, our chamber, which has been a great asset for the whole metro region, bringing new businesses and industry to the region. But we're going to work with them too, because we know that the downtown is really, it's the headquarters. It's the headquarters of our growth. It's our headquarters of our future. And we're going to really treat it as such. People are going to, it's special. If you're from Mississippi and you've ever been to Jackson, you know it's special. The tallest buildings in our state are in downtown Jackson. You can't replicate that.
Yeah.
Significant architecture, beautiful architecture, the Standard Life Building, the Lamar Life Building, they're in downtown Jackson. So I've left your original question.
It's fine. It's totally fine. I'm
But
tracking with you.
Your question was, how are we going to work with city and county government? And I would just say we have to work with everyone. And we certainly have to knock down barriers that are getting in the way of our progress, because we want to create a capital city that all Mississippians will be proud of. I want all Mississippians to own this downtown. It belongs to all of us.
Yes, I love that. I love that. All Mississippians to own this downtown. That is a beautiful thing. Well, we know that there are some exciting things outside of what we've already talked about, but I think you have an exclusive for us on a new business that's coming.
Yeah, I'll give you a non-exclusive and then I'll give you an exclusive.
Sounds great. I'm looking forward to
the
that.
Non-exclusive, but that many people may not have heard of, is Nick Wallace, our award-winning chef, who is bringing us the Food and Wine Festival in about a week. Is opening the Hen and Egg in downtown Jackson, a new restaurant in the old Sun and Sand.
Oh, okay.
So did you know about that?
I didn't know about that. No.
Okay, that's not exclusive, but it's coming. And in fact, what is today? Friday, a week from today, the Food and Wine Festival will open with some private dinners at the Hen and Egg.
Really?
So if you really want to check out this new restaurant, I think they still have tickets available for Friday night of the Jackson Food and Wine Festival. You can do a preview at the Hen and Egg with not just Nick Wallace, but some other really important, well-known chefs. I don't have their names in front of me, but
that's
exciting.
Yes.
At the Sun and Sand, obviously a historic building, mid-century architecture. And then the exclusive that I'm very excited to talk about is a lovely Mississippian. Her name is Christina Berry. Is bringing her tea operation, Sipsy. And Sipsy is obviously a play on Mississippi.
Yes.
So Sipsy tea is absolutely the most delicious tea. She bottles it. She also will serve hot tea on demand, but she makes tea blends. And they're all very authentic Mississippi. So you will, her tea blends bring up names and places of things that we all know and cherish in Mississippi. So she will be opening her tea counter in downtown Jackson next to the Pinnacle building, which we were just talking about.
Yeah.
And we'll have some breakfast and lunch, thanks to Noshon as well. So we're real excited about that. It's just the beginning of what a lot of exciting announcements to come.
So do we have an opening date yet for that?
I believe she's going to open in April. I do not have an actual date.
Okay.
But yeah, she is making progress towards that now.
I love that name.
Yeah.
Sipsy.
Sipsy. Yeah.
That's
you need to
so
have her
cool.
on sometime. She's just delightful.
I would love to. I would love to. I love that name though. Sipsy. That is absolutely adorable. So you heard it here first. Exclusive. Sipsy will be opening in downtown Jackson, a boutique tea place.
That's
almost.
a great way to describe it. It is boutique tea.
Yeah, so you get your own kind of blends. You can have it bottled for you, take it home, have it later. It's not your typical ordinary Southern sweet tea.
That's right.
But I bet she has some of that there
she
too.
does. She does. In fact, one of her teas is called Shade Tea Mechanic. So instead of a shade tree mechanic, it's a shade tea mechanic.
Adorable.
It's a really good tea that definitely has some of that Mississippi sugar in it that we
Yes.
all like, but it's also got cranberry and orange. I mean, her teas are absolutely delicious.
So as we look into the future, maybe the near future, the far off future, however much of the future you can tell us,
Mhm.
what are you seeing and expecting for downtown Jackson to happen that everybody can participate in?
Right. Well, again, big plans involve providing more places, more residential conversion of our buildings downtown. But downtown is also the capital of our arts and history and culture of the state. I know everyone is familiar with our beautiful, I call them Smithsonian quality history and civil rights museum. Those
Mhm.
are right here. They are such treasures. Our beautiful Mississippi Museum of Art. And now, drum roll, the planetarium will be opening.
I cannot wait.
I know, it's
I've
really
never
cool.
been. I've never been to a planetarium before, and so I cannot wait for ours to reopen.
Right. Well, next year it probably is going to be in 2026, but you can drive by and see the progress. In fact, they put some of the panels up on the front of the building just this week. So it's really starting to take shape. Planetariums, a lot of them were built in 60s and 70s, and this planetarium and the renovation that it's going under is truly going to be unique in all of North America, because it's literally a new or a reimagined planetarium with new technology, new exhibitions. It's going to be nationally significant, just like our art and our history museum. So it's just another nugget, another treasure, another reason why we can all be proud and come visit our downtown.
Well, let's talk about some of the fun events that are coming up in the near future for downtown Jackson. I know you have kind of a lot of different festivals or parades or things that are
Yes.
happening. So tell us about those.
Yeah, and we just had some parades too. I mean,
Yeah.
the Dixie National Parade, Rodeo Parade has just happened about a month ago. Yes, an oldie but a goodie. We have the Hallamals St. Patty's Day Parade, and I messed up the name. I think it is now the Mal's St. Patty's Day Parade. I think it's the
You may be
Mal's St.
right.
Patty's Day, the St. Patty's Day Parade. Let's just stick
Let's
with
call
that.
it that. Yes.
It's coming up. It's been obviously around for a very long time, very popular event. It's not Mardi Gras, but it's kind of Jackson's version of a Mardi Gras parade. A lot of fun, big floats. I think the Sweet Potato Queens have been a fixture of that parade for a long time. They'll be back. So that's a really big and exciting event that we all have to look forward to. And if you haven't been in a long time, come back, check it out, help support downtown Jackson. You will be entertained. That's always a lot of fun.
Never been, so I'm going to have to check it out this year.
Yeah.
For sure.
And actually, I've already mentioned the Jackson Food and Wine Festival, but it's next weekend. The tickets on Saturday, I believe, have been sold out for a while. But I went to it last year. Last year was the first year, and it features Nick Wallace helped to organize it, but a lot of other local chefs, Hunter Evans, a James Beard nominated award chef, Chaz Lindsay, who has brought us Polito, and his latest restaurant, I'm going to mess up the name. I think it's Rowan's.
Okay.
So Chaz, Hunter, Mary Sanders, Cavici, and Damien from Hallamals, all of our chef community is part of Jackson Food and Wine Festival, but they also recruit chefs from around the country that you will know and recognize from the Food Network and things like that. But I went last year and I was standing in line. It was the very first year, and there was a couple standing behind me, and they were from Chicago. And I heard them say, and this is paraphrased, but they said, "This is the best food and wine festival. It's so much better than the one in Miami and the one in Chicago, where you just are engulfed in crowds and you don't ever really get up to talk to someone or have these intimate experiences." I mean, they were just gushing about our Jackson Food and Wine Festival. So it is spectacular. Get your tickets early next year. If you didn't get them this year, it sells out. but it does provide you with an intimate, upfront experience with some of the country's top chefs. Some of our top chefs here in Jackson, but our top chefs around the country as well. And again, a homegrown local person, Nick Wallace, has made that possible. So we have a lot of community heroes here that are stepping up to make things happen. And in my new role, one of the things I want to do is just help support and nurture those community heroes and help bring it to our downtown and help make it the best downtown, certainly in the South. But our aspirations are pretty high. We want to make it one of the best anywhere.
Of course. Well, I know there's gonna be a question a lot of people are gonna ask, and they're gonna talk about or ask about the crime in Jackson, just in the city of Jackson in general, but in also in downtown. How is your organization working with Capitol Police to ensure a safe environment?
Yeah, that's a great question. It's a really important one. I think it's part of why we're also positioned for success. And it's because the state of Mississippi, our legislature, leadership, the governor and the lieutenant governor, they have put a lot of support behind the Capitol Complex Improvement District, which downtown is part of. And we have, in addition to the local Jackson police, we now have a Capitol Police force. And so we've got a lot of security in downtown Jackson. And we work closely with the Capitol Police. We were actually, I meet almost weekly with them, but we were looking at some camera systems last week and just talking about how they serve and work with our business community. But I can tell you they are very present. If you have any concerns about coming to Jackson or downtown Jackson, you will feel the police presence, and it really provides an extra layer of safety and security. And we're just very thankful that our state saw the importance, of protecting this area, because it is so important. We've got museums here. We have school children that come. So we want the area to be safe and secure. Right. And we feel really, I'm bullish on our future, to use a Wall Street term. I'm very bullish about it. And certainly the layer of added security from the Capitol Police is part of the reason. There's absolutely no question.
Awesome. Well, we got the residential area that is coming to the Deposit Guarantee Building, and possibly, hopefully, a hotel that can be a part of that. Many other businesses looking to bring in more amenities into downtown Jackson. But we know for sure we've got a new tea place that is opening. Sipsy. Sipsy. It is a boutique tea place where you can go and get your own kind of tea.
That's
really
right. That's right. She makes a lot of different blends. If you ever eat at Elvy's, one of the restaurants that's in the Bellhaven neighborhood, she makes the Earl Grey tea blend that they serve there. So a lot of restaurants and caterers have been working with her for a while. So this is her first retail storefront.
Exciting. Very exciting for her. Excited for Jackson, for downtown Jackson. And Liz, I'm excited for what the future of downtown Jackson looks like under your leadership at Downtown Jackson Partners.
Thank you. It's exciting. I feel like, my life journey has led me to this place. And I've told a number of people, I will not sleep. I will not sleep till we see some real positive change. And we have the kind of city that provides the quality of life that will attract people to want to live here and visit here.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you so much for taking time out of your day, especially on a Friday. Everybody wants to go run on Fridays. But
in downtown, there is no more casual Friday. We are working.
Got a lot of work to do. So you're working.
Exactly.
Well, Liz, again, thank you so much for coming on. For those of you watching, I do appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you're back at 2:30 so that you can hear from our First Alert weather team on the rain that is supposed to be moving in on Saturday. You want to make sure you're aware of the timing of that and everything. Otherwise, I'll be back Monday at 1 o'clock. Liz is going to be working around the clock on downtown Jackson to make it a place for everybody. Everybody's downtown.
That's right. All Mississippians. It's Mississippi's downtown. That's actually our new slogan, Mississippi's downtown.
Mississippi's downtown. Love that. Love that. You guys have a great weekend. I will see you on Monday. Bye-bye.
Thank you.